Hey guys. Oh, sorry. I just starting a game here. Chess.com, 30-minute game. Playing an 1132 rated player. It scares me a little bit, to be quite honest. I'm right at 998. My last highest was 995. And I have yet to crack the 1,000 mark. So I'm teetering on that. And I'm a little bit nervous, to be quite honest, because last time I tried for the 1,000, I was actually feeling pretty good about it. Blew it, and then I imploded. So, really got to try to focus in here and see if I can crack the 1,000. It's going to be tough to do here. 1132, that's quite a bit higher than my rating. Actually, if I beat this person, that would be I think that would be the highest ranking that I've ever won. But it's gonna be a challenge, I'm sure. Okay, so they fianchettoed the dark squared bishop, which attacks my d4 pawn. It's protected by the queen currently. I need to get my knight out. I need to get my light squared bishop out. Those are the priorities, I think. So, I've faced this setup before, actually, and it's pretty tough to crack, because then they get their king tucked over there, and I have a tough time getting in there. So, anyway, we'll just go with getting the knight out for now. Bring the knight out, protects that d4 square. Also, had I brought that out, it would have as well, and it would have allowed for me to bring the bishop out too. So, I don't know, all of these moves, whether it's knight or bishop or that pawn, I think would have been just fine. We'll know better after I analyze the game afterward. Okay. I don't know about this. I've never seen this before, so let's try to think this through. Generally, when it's the Queen's Gambit declined exchange, I think it's called, either when they bring the knight out or when they bring the bishop out, after it gets to this point, whoops, you take here, sorry, let me get off that. You take here, then they take. And that's typically how it goes. But this is a different situation, so sorry, trying to get these. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit of a different situation, so I'm just trying to see if there's a better move here. My knight could go there. It's attacked by that bishop. Then I could take the bishop. What happens if I move that guy up? Then if he took, I could take with my knight. I kind of like the idea of that. If I bring that up, he takes over here, I take over here. I still have a pretty good center because I'd have two pawns in the middle, and I'd have my bishop out and my two knights. Am I missing anything? If I bring that up, he could come here. That would be interesting. That'd be kind of odd, wouldn't it? Then what? I don't know. Let's find out. I think this works. Curious to see what the engine says after. Who knows? Maybe that was a critical point for me. I think it is interesting after the games when you're playing to see exactly when the game either went in your favor because of a critical move or when it all started crumbling because of a critical move. But I feel like often there's like a turning point in the game. Okay, so he does take. And I think I can just take with the knight. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else here. Yeah, I think I'll just go with that. Harriet 8 from Mexico. And they got a pretty cool little avatar picture there. Profile pic. That looks pretty neat. I like that. Looks like it's all pawns, but one of the pawns is a shadow to a queen. Okay, what am I going to do next here? That's kind of interesting. If I bring that bishop out, attacks the queen. And then he could defend with bringing this here. I think that's as far as that gets. He's having a bit of a think. I was watching the U.S. Chess Championship today and throughout the week. But one of the things I was noticing was that, this is a 30-minute game. These guys are playing really long games. But even when it seems like the move is obvious, often the guys are taking a tremendous amount of time, I guess, to make sure that they don't make a mistake. But, I figure if they're at grandmaster level taking that long on a move, then if I'm a beginner, I should definitely not be trying to rush my moves in any way. I should really try to be, I don't want to waste all my time, but definitely should be in no rush. Take my time. Okay, that seems suspicious. Like he's trying to get my knight out of the way. I just gotta try to figure out why he would be trying to get my knight out of the way. Doesn't that seem suspicious to you guys? Because that piece looks like a gift. But he's up to something. What could he be up to? Can he fork me somehow or something afterward? I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing what the issue is there. Seems like I can just take that. I'm gonna just take it. Deal with the consequences. What am I missing? It seems like oftentimes I've been in this situation where I have this pawn here on d4, and after the game, the engine's telling me, push to d5, push to d5, push to d5, push to d5, and most of the times I miss the opportunity to do that. So I'm looking right now, I'm trying to see, is this one of those times where pushing would be important for me? And why would it be? If I push and he comes here, trying to see, is there anything happening here? Check. He probably blocks there, the bishop. I could take with my knight. He takes with the queen. Don't think that really gets me anywhere. That's going nowhere. Maybe I should just focus on getting castled here. Yeah, let's just bring this bishop out. Kind of want to check out Harriet's profile real quick here. While they're thinking, I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, joined September 20th, 2018. Rapid Games has not played that many games. Only 19 games. Okay, now they've brought that knight out. I wonder if they were preparing to take that knight out by moving this pawn up, because if I came here with my bishop, he'd be pinned, but putting that pawn there protects that a bit. It's interesting. That threatens a discovery, I guess, if they move that to here. Then they got their queen coming over pretty soon after. Not a big fan of that. So I would like to castle, but I feel like I castle. This knight comes here. And then they got their queen bearing down after. And I've run into issues with that on this Queen's Gambit before, so let's just try to stop that now. He's trying to get castle too. I was thinking, is there a way I can put a stop to that? But I didn't think there was. Maybe I could take this. He would have to take, or he could take with the bishop. So it's probably, that wouldn't work. Yeah. I'm feeling like the computer is probably going to be saying for some reason that I should do this. Actually, now that I look at it, now would have not been a bad time to do it. Because then if he decided to push forward instead of taking, I would be able to take him with my knight. Because this knight is blocking the bishop that would have taken me earlier when I was thinking about it. Someone's blowing up my phone. No. Yeah, so I did this to keep the knight from coming here. Maybe it would have been a good opportunity to push d5. I think even in the other games I looked at when it was recommended to push d5, I wasn't entirely sure why that was such a good decision. It's still the pawn play within the center and all that is still a little bit perplexing to me. He's probably going to castle. With his king still out in the open like that, sure would be nice to keep him from castling. He just opened up his rook. seems to me. What happens if I go here? He could take me with his knight. Now I'm wondering if there's some kind of tactic here. What happens if I take here, he takes here, I come in there with check. What does he do? He has to move his king, right? Is it worth that? If I could get that knight out of the way, I could get my bishop here. Also, I could come here, check. I like the idea of bringing the bishop there, but in this situation, the knight could just take. Okay, so if I go bishop there, knight takes, I take back with my knight. I just lose the bishop pair, really, and I don't think I gain much. Having said that, I'm also thinking about sacrificing this knight here. Oh, no, that's not going to work, because he can just take with the bishop. Yeah, maybe there's nothing fancy to be done. Oh, what about this? What about if I take here and he takes back with the pawn, right? Then I jump in here with the knight and that forks this bishop and that queen. Oh, damn it. He just takes me with his, takes me with the bishop. I gotta quit. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, I think I'm just going to drop back. I'm using too much time, actually. 13 minutes left. I haven't even gotten developed here or gotten my king to safety, so... But now I can jump in here, right? He takes with the queen. The bishop's gone. What happens if I throw a check in here now? Also, d5. Struggling to see what's what. I'm going d5. I don't know, that's just like in the back of my head from all those other games. Maybe it's not the right move, but I still need to get castle too. I really want to try to keep him from castling, but can't see how to break through. Maybe this is it, because I could bring my queen over here if we clear the way. Alright, now I can bring my knight here. And I think I think it works. Okay, if I take there, I think this starts to open it up. What's that leaving behind? What was that protecting? Because now I'm looking too at getting this queen here. Looks nice. Well, it seems like he was kind of lashing out there. What did he take? Oh, he took my knight. Oh, now he gets my knight, so he was setting me up for that, eh? But if I take his knight here, then he's going to come in and take my knight. This bishop, if I came here, he would be pinned. But also I'm thinking, what happens if I come here and take this? It's forking the queen and the rook. The only thing that he can take that with is the king, and that would bring his king out in the open. He doesn't have to take. He could then do what to me? He can't put me in check. But he could come after my queen here. I don't know, this looks interesting, so I'm gonna try it. Let's get wild. Oof. That seems like it's gotta be good for me. Now I can bring the queen out, check. Take that knight. Seems like that works to me. What am I missing? Ooh, that's what I'm missing. I should have just taken the knight. Big mistake on my part. I blew that. Damn it. I could have been back to even, sitting pretty. Yeah, I really blew that one. That's it. That was probably the critical part to the game there. Yeah. It's frustrating. Yeah, I have a feeling that was that might have been the death of me. I thought I was just gonna come out there, check. He'd have to move, then I would take it. I didn't realize that he could move the knight back to that square to protect his king. Got too excited. Man. Let's just, for now, take over this file. And then next I want to come here. I think if I come here, he just moves this up. But we'll see. I'm running out of time, so I gotta move a little bit quicker here. He's wanting to remove this guy. So he can go after this. What happens if I come in here now? I'm gonna try it, see what happens. Check, he moves, and then maybe take this. Then I can move that forward. Let's see where he moves. Because I also have this. Oh shit, there goes my bishop. Idiot. Yeah, game over. Although it does allow me to bring my rook down. So let's just make the most of that and see if we can get something there. Alright, that's game over. Oh, playing good there for a while, and then there was a turning point and just all kept crumbling. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's analyze. Felt good there for a while. Let's look at the report first. Yeah, it says my accuracy wasn't very good. Although he had 1 blunder, 3 mistakes, 4 inaccuracies as well. I was doing pretty good up until here. And then it all kind of fell apart. And then it looks like I was doing mate and 1. I missed a mate and 1. Great. Okay, let's see the analysis. If I missed a mate in 1. Okay. This is all working out okay. Queen A4 would have been best there. I want to see if I thought I saw something where it said mate in 1. I want to see it. I'm going to analyze this a little bit deeper later. Yeah, I kept thinking about bringing that queen to A4, but just kept not doing it. Where did I miss this mate in 1? Missed when? I just moved too quickly. That was it. I just had it. I went here instead. Didn't think about this guy coming to take me. All I had to do was move there. Game over. Oh. The universe just does not want to let me get to 1,000. This combination here. D6 was brilliant, right? He takes the bishop, I bring the rook down, and checkmate. I went from brilliant to blunder, game over. Unbelievable. That's a tough one. Oh well, next time. Hopefully I don't implode again.